Have you ever wanted to make good use of your offhand in OSRS? Sick of wielding useless shields that don't give you any offensive bonuses? Well, you're in luck today because meet the Defenders. They are some of the best in-slot offhand items, and today I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know about them, as well as the best and fastest way to get them, all the way from bronze to dragon and even Avernic and everything in between. But before we get into it, drop a like and comment to help me out in the YouTube algorithm. Thanks! Also, I've been hosting weekly giveaways on my Discord server. Last week I gave away a Team Cape 0, and this week I'm giving away a toxic blowpipe worth over 6 mil. So if you're interested in that, check out the top link in the description. Now with that out of the way, let's get back to the Defenders. First, let's do a quick overview of the Defenders. They are an offhanded dagger weapon that doesn't actually hit your enemies, but instead provide great offensive stat buffs that are an excellent complement to your swords, scimitars, whips, or any other single-handed weapons. There are 9 tiers of Defenders, and they all have different level requirements to wield. The bronze and iron defenders can be wielded with no requirements. The steel defender requires 5 attack and defense. The black defender requires 10 attack and defense. Mithril defender requires 20 attack and defense. The adamant defender requires 30 attack and defense. The rune defender requires 40 attack and defense. The dragon defender requires 60 attack and defense. And finally, the Avernic Defender requires 70 attack and defense. And obviously the lowest stat buffs being from the bronze defender and the highest stat buffs being from the Avernic Defender. Now that we know what they are, let me show you how to get them. There are some requirements you do need before you can go for your Defenders. You need access to the Warriors Guild, which requires a total combined strength and attack level of 130. This means you can have 65 attack and 65 strength, 60 attack and 70 strength, or any other combination that adds up to or above 130. Alternatively, you can access it if you have 99 in either attack or strength. And it is important to note that temporary boosts cannot be used. But that's the only requirement you need to start going for your Defenders. To start working on your Defenders, when you have the needed levels, you're going to head to the Warriors Guild. The Warriors Guild is located on the west side of Burthorpe, and you can use a combat bracelet to teleport straight to the entrance, or use a games necklace to the games room and take a very short run west. Simply walk through the doors and you're in. Now that we have access and we're inside the Warriors Guild, the first thing we're going to need to do to start working on our Defenders is gathering Warrior Guild tokens. And by far the easiest, fastest way to get them is using the animation room, which will be the first door on the south side of the Warriors Guild. In this room, you can reanimate sets of armor, specifically bronze, iron, steel, black, mithril, adamant, and rune armor. I'm going to highly advise against using the bronze, iron, or steel armor as they may get lost in the process, but black armor and up will never be lost and can always be recycled. All you need to do is bring the full helm, plate body, and plate legs of the armor type you want to reanimate. I typically just always use the black armor as it will always get recycled and is quick and easy to defeat. Once you have your choice of armor in your inventory and some combat gear equipped, you just click on the magical animator and your armor will come to life. Take it down and it will drop your armor pieces as well as some Warrior Guild tokens. I'm going to recommend gathering at least 3,000 Warrior Guild tokens. You can get less tokens if you'd like, but you might need to make a few trips back down here to the animation room. But you definitely need at least 100 tokens to start working towards your Defenders. So just keep slaying the animated armor, grab the tokens, reanimate the armor, and rinse and repeat. Now that we have our Warrior Guild tokens, let's start getting our Defenders. Once you have the tokens, bring them and grab and equip your favorite combat gear as well as some food from the bank if you don't already have some, and then head up 2 sets of stairs at the top floor and talk to Camfrina. She will inform you that she's putting the bronze defender in the room with the Cyclops. Now, you can enter the Cyclops room and start slaying the Cyclops. They are levels 56 and 76, and the Defenders have a 1 in 50 chance to drop from these guys, and the level doesn't affect the drop rate, so if you're trying to speedrun this, it's best to try to only kill the level 56 Cyclops. And while you're in this room, you will spend your Warrior Guild tokens at a rate of 10 tokens for every minute, but if you do happen to run out, you can just head back to the reanimation room and grind out some more. Future Zazzy here. I just did a little digging and learned that if you have 99 attack and are wearing your attack skill cape, you actually don't use up any tokens. Pretty sweet. When you get your first Defender, be sure to pick it up and run out of the room and use the Defender on Camfrina, and then she will put the next tier of Defender in the Cyclops room for you. And you're going to want to do this every time as you go through the Defenders. All of the Defenders share the same drop rate of 1 in 50, and I'm sure you'll get some under drop rate and some over drop rate. Got our bronze Defender and we show it to Camfrina. There's the iron Defender, time to show it to Camfrina. Steel Defender dropped, show it to Camfrina. We got the black Defender and used it on Camfrina. Mithril Defender, Camphorina, Adamant Camphorina, and finally there's our Rune Defender. Once you've gone through all the defenders and have the Rune Defender, and you try to use it on Camphorina, she will tell you that you now have permission to head to the basement to continue your defender grind. So that's what we're gonna do, head to the basement. Now head back down the stairs to the ground level of the Warriors Guild, grind some more tokens if you're running low, restock your food, and it also might be a good idea to bring some prayer potions if you happen to have Protect from Melee unlocked. When you have adequate supplies, head out the back door of the Warriors Guild and head down this ladder just outside to the basement. Now you can show your Rune Defender to Lorelia by using it on her. She will then inform you that she has put the Dragon Defender in with the Cyclops. Now you can head into the Cyclops room. These guys in the basement are a bit tougher than the ones on the top floor as they are level 106. The Dragon Defender is twice as rare as the other defenders, having a drop rate of 1 in 100. You might be down here for a bit, so feel free to throw on my 2-hour long OSRS music soundtrack playlist while you grind it out. Once you get your Dragon Defender drop, you're done. You never have to come back here and kill any more Cyclops. Unless somehow you lose it in the Deep Wildy. That's definitely never happened to me. But if that does happen to you, you can actually skip all the other defenders, head straight back here to the basement and talk to Lorelia, and she will put the Dragon Defender back in the Cyclops room for you. Now, onto the Avernic Defender. To make the Avernic Defender, you need to get an Avernic hilt. Now, while we could get the Avernic hilt from the Theater of Blood, we can also just get it from the Grand Exchange for a very fair, low price of around 60 mil. And now that we have our totally reasonably priced hilt, we're going to use it on our Dragon Defender, and that's it. We have our Avernic Defender. Check out these stat buffs, they're insane. This defender actually has the highest strength bonus of any offhand slot equipment. That's going to be all from me today. I hope you learned something new and enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to drop a like. I'm also interested in knowing what other guides you guys would want to see from me, so let me know in the comments below. Anyways, thanks for watching. Till next time guys, peace.